Tell me if my face looks a little lopsided to you. That's okay, take your time. Hello, everybody. It's Maddie the Yaspy, and I hope you all are having a good day or night, I should say, because I am filming this at nighttime, but who cares? Thank you so much for tuning into my newest video. And if you haven't already, the link to last week's video is in the description box below, so go check it out. Thanks. Today, I want to tell a story of how I pretty much injured myself back when I was like 12 years old. So I was in the 7th grade. I woke up one Tuesday morning. I was preparing to go through, like my usual routine and everything like that. And I walk into the bathroom. I use the toilet. I'm about to brush my teeth. I walk up to that mirror. My left eyebrow wouldn't raise pretty much. So pretty much it looked like this. When I try to raise both eyebrows, for some reason, my left eyebrow wouldn't raise. So I'm just like, okay, maybe this is normal. Maybe my side of the face or maybe my forehead is a little numb because maybe I laid on it too long or maybe I slept funny. I don't know. I kind of went about my morning. My mom went to work. What did I do that day? Well, let me just say I had breakfast, I got dressed, I did my hair, and I walked to school and everything like that. Pretty much my school day was normal. When I got home later that night and my mom got home from work later that night, she noticed that there was something wrong with my face, that my face was kind of like droopy on the left side. She asked me like, have you noticed anything about your face? And I was like, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it's just numb or whatever, because probably I slept funny. And then, she kind of let it slide and everything, but she was still like concerned because I could tell it in her face that, my mom was a bit concerned because, she's my mom, all moms worry, right? Too much. This went on for apparently like exactly 1 week, from like last Tuesday to the next Tuesday. That next Tuesday was back to school night. I had a pretty decent night with my folks, chatting with my teachers. They told me that I was, the usual. I was a pleasure to have in class. I'm very conscientious and blah, 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 blah. And next thing you know, all hell broke loose pretty much. My mom kind of asked our landlord, to take us to the hospital because I'm pretty sure she didn't want to cause a commotion of like calling an ambulance to my elementary school. But either way, like our landlord took us to the emergency room. I was put in one of those gurneys. I had a gown on me, and it was like a whole party in that emergency room. I was laying down on that gurney. I still had my uniform pants on, but I had the hospital gown like over and everything like that. I had the hospital gown on. We were waiting for someone to come see us. Well, see me mostly. Eventually someone did. The nurse took me to get a CAT scan. After that, the nurse took me back to my mom and my aunt, and we waited for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. You know what I mean? My mom was just freaking out. She was crying. She kept saying, who knows? She could be having a stroke. We might not even know it. She's only like 12. And I'm just over here like, I just want to go home. I'm hungry. Like, I haven't had dinner. And it's past my bedtime. But aside from that, I wasn't really worried too much at all. I'm pretty sure I was okay. At that age, I was a bit too young to be having a stroke. But then again, anything could happen to anybody at any age, so you never know. But other than that, I tried to keep a positive spirit just to make my mom feel better, just to try to keep her spirits up. So finally, the doctor came to us and he explained to me that I had something called Bell's palsy. And I'm going to try to explain this the best I can in my own words. It's pretty much like a condition that causes the muscles in your face to kind of go into like a paralysis and become numb pretty much. I wasn't able to move the left side of my face. My smile was lopsided, my eye wouldn't close all the way, and my eyebrow wouldn't raise either. The doctor went on to explain that the possible cause could have been stress because, I had just started the 7th grade about maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. I was a bit stressed out because I wanted to do so well in my classes, even though I just started. The doctor told me that a kid my age shouldn't really be stressing out too much. I should just enjoy being a kid. And aside from that, he also told me that it might have been because I sit next to the air conditioning too much for too long. So that might have been it too. But what I don't understand is if my air conditioner hit me on this side, then why would it affect this side? Who knows? Other than that, after the doctor left, my mom was a bit chilled. By then, my aunt was pretty okay too. But knowing my mom, she was still worried. They kept me out of school for about close to a week, maybe a little longer. I still tried to catch up with my homework and everything like that, thanks to my buddy. Shout out to you if you're watching this, you know who you are. During that week off, I had to sleep with an eye patch, and that was the doctor's orders. I had to sleep with an eye patch because since my eye wouldn't close properly, my eyeball would pretty much dry out. So I had to wear an eye patch to prevent that. But the thing kept falling off when I was sleeping. So it's like, it was a pain in the ass to sleep with it. Within a few weeks, I recovered gradually. My smile went back to normal. I wasn't able to smile properly. If I had my 2011-2012 school yearbook, I would show you my portrait to show you what I mean. I was able to raise both eyebrows, but during that time, I went to a special type of doctor. I forgot which doctor it was. We waited there for hours. For some reason, she wouldn't come. Finally, she came and we went to see her, and she told me that I was pretty lucky that I recovered quickly, because for people that are pretty much possibly older than me, would pretty much take longer to recover from Bell's palsy. Other than that, I was one of the lucky ones to recover quickly. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful every day to have recovered from this mysterious condition. Well, it's a mystery to me because I had never heard it before until I got it and the doctor explained it to us. Aside from recovering, I also started waning off of the eye patch. So I started sleeping like a normal kid again and not like a pirate. Ever since getting Bell's palsy back in 2011, I've been pretty much paranoid. Every morning, I always check to see, I always do this, to see if both of my eyebrows would go up. And they do. And I don't know if you can tell exactly, but I've taken multiple selfies of my face for weight loss purposes, but I don't know if you can tell if my face is a bit, the left side of my face is a bit lopsided. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but if you can, let me know in the comments below, please, because I gotta know. Other than that, I realized that in some of my photos / selfies, my left eye is kind of squinted or pretty much closed a little bit more than my right eye. I believe that it has something to do with having Bell's palsy. That's something that I might do more research on later. But other than that, as I mentioned, 2 minutes ago, that I am grateful to have recovered from Bell's palsy. And my advice to you all is, if you're a kid and you're watching this, just remember that don't stress out too much. Life is too short to be stressed, to be miserable. Just have fun, be a kid. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, last week's video is in the description box below. So if you haven't already, go check it out, comment, tell me what you think. And that applies to this video as well. The Aspie's All Around shop is still up and running, and I've added a little bit more stuff to it. So the link for that is in the description below. So go check it out, look around, see what you like. And as always, the Maddie the Aspie blog is still going. Link is in the description box below for that. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me ramble. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. Shoo!